I just pre-launched my first ever micro SaaS and generated over $4,000 in monthly recurring revenue. To celebrate that, I'm starting a new series on my channel where I document how I grow Ever Ads to $25,000 in monthly recurring revenue. If we haven't met before, hi, my name is Evelyn. I've been in the online education space since 2020. I've generated over 10 million in sales for my own low-ticket online subscription businesses, and I've worked with some of the biggest names in the industry. In total, I've spent over 25 million on Meta ads, and I also run ads for the Skool platform. So now that we have the proof out of the way, I want to quickly cover what I will do in this video and then beyond. I quickly want to share with you how did we get here and how was I even able to pre-launch my first ever micro SaaS so successfully. Going to give you my templates as well. Then I will discuss goal with you and break it down. I want to dive into the team and introduce the people that have built Ever Ads with me. And then I will reveal the playbook that I plan to implement to reach my goal of growing Ever Ads to $25,000 in monthly recurring revenue as a first step. You know, world dominance and things like that. And after that, I'm going to clarify how we're going to move forward with the series. All right, so what's the starting line? Starting line is right now, when I created this artifact, we had 229 users. I'm now actually in Ever Ads. And as you can see, Ever Ads is a tool that allows you to create images for your ad campaigns, right? And so this is all AI generated, and it's a really, really practical tool to get high quality ads. Here's already one of my co-founders, Mark. All right, so now here you can see in the admin, we currently have 492 users and 231 paid users. So this is our base. And how did we get to this base? So basically, the first thing that I did was I launched Ever Ads to my Skool community. So one of the things that I do is I have a community where I teach ads and traffic and other things. And here you can see I currently have 2,805 members in my Skool community, and we're almost doing $80,000 per month. Because I am teaching ads, this was obviously one of the things that was very, very helpful for my members, because I basically just took all of the things that I already taught my members based on the actual work that I do for my clients and myself, and we put it in an easy to use, convenient app. And so we basically, all we did for now was 3 posts in my community. The first one was, now it's a little bit more than 11 days ago, where I basically just let my members know about this tool, that we built it, and we were looking for 25 beta users would help us to iron out all of the kinks. And so we offered a 50% lifetime discount on the app. Here you can also see a template. So you can also take a screenshot and copy and paste that and use it for your own pre-launch. Then after we had the members in, and we basically did create another Skool community for that. You can see here, this is the community for the people who started using it. After we had the first people in and we ironed out the first kinks and we had the first positive feedback, we did another pre-launch to my community where we now gave 40% lifetime discount on the app. And here again, you can use the template. And then on Skool, you can always send a post every 72 hours. So basically what I did here was I would just use this post function, and I gave people 4 days time to take us up on the 40% lifetime discount so that I can send 2 Skool push posts. So that's all we did, like 3 posts in the Skool community. And we all did them with the push post functionality. We were full in 14 minutes. It was so crazy. We couldn't even turn it off quickly enough. And then here we gave people the 40% and let them know you have 4 days worth of time, so that we could send another 24-hour reminder on the last day. And this is also when the majority of people came in. And again, if you want to screenshot this as a template, you can do this here right now. So the first kind of takeaway for you from this video is that this is working so well because I've already built community around the micro SaaS that I launched. So basically I have proven experience, proven teaching, and I have validated interest in this because people are already paying me to learn this from me. But now, instead of them having to watch a lot of videos and stitch skills together and basically have more cognitive load to do this, they can just conveniently click through in the app, and they don't even know all of the processes that are going behind. All that they know is that they get amazing, beautiful, tailored ads for their offer that have all of the intelligence baked in. And so I know everybody's saying like, oh, SaaS is dead and all of the wrappers will go away, but I'm actually not sure, first off, how quickly this will happen. And also I do believe that there will always be some like convenience arbitrage that we can do for our members, right? So if we can make things easier and more user-friendly, then I think there will still always be demand, especially if we have strong community built around it. So I still believe that there is some arbitrage in the convenience as well. And the reason why I believe that is because I've been running meta ads basically since it was possible. And if you look into it, you can learn everything about meta ads online from one video or the other. Always meta ads blueprint. You can get certified. There's so much free knowledge out there, right? And everybody can just go and do it. Why are people still paying for meta education? Well, it's because it's specific to their situation. Whichever ads is specifically for coaches, online educators, the creator economy, people that are selling subscription offers, memberships, schools, low and high ticket coaching. So it's specifically for this niche. It has all of the real life intelligence and experience from spending so much in this niche baked in. So it's more specific, and it also takes off the cognitive load of going through the things, understanding why, piecing it together. So I think there's always an opportunity in convenience and certainty arbitrage there. And especially if you have a community and you have proof and you have the lived experience around it, I do think that there is a service to be developed. And so that's my opinion. I think also this is another argument for why community is so important. Even if you, for example, look at Skool, the code, anyone can replicate, anybody can make something that looks like Skool, right? So there's competitors who've tried that and who copied it basically one-to-one, but it didn't take off for them because they were missing the overarching community. So I believe if you have overarching community, if you have relationships, if you are the authority in a space and you can bring that unique context and knowledge, this definitely gives you a leg up and helps you to create something that is of actual value. So that's the hypothesis here as well. And this is also why for Ever Ads, one of the first things we did was set up a community, because we actually want to talk to our customers and we want to understand how to better help them. And over time, the community here, I believe, will be something that will give us a significant edge because we can develop the product so closely with the customer. All right, so that's how we got here. Now, the goal is to get from here all the way to $25,000 in monthly recurring revenue. So we're actually 16% there, but it will only get harder from here because obviously I have exhausted my warmest, best audience for this offer. Now, I do also have a big email list, and I also have multiple free communities on Skool where I still have some audience. And I, of course, also have been running ads. So I do have a big invisible list in the Meta Ads account. So I'm going to, in the next step, activate all of these audiences. And also, if you can read between the lines, me recording this video is also doing just that. I do have an audience on YouTube, a visible one with the subscribers, but also an invisible one with the people that come back to me. So this is also a step into getting out there and reaching my broader warm audiences. So I believe that with all of my warm audiences together with the first initial ads for a real launch, we might be able to double what we have right now. That's my hypothesis right now, but because we are going into rolling out the launch, you will see very soon in my next update video how much I've been able to mobilize from my extended warm audience. So that's basically the next step. And after we have done that, we're actually going to cold audiences. So there we will need different strategies. So I believe that we can still push it, to 8, maybe even 10K if we're lucky. Maybe it's much less than I'm expecting right now because I don't know how well the software will fit with my extended audience. But I do think we can move it a step further with extended warm audience, and then it's going into cold acquisition. I'm going to share the playbook for that in a second. Before that, I want to shout out and honor my team members who have helped me to build this. So here you can see Mark and Jack. There you go. So Mark and Jack have helped me build Ever Ads. And how it came to be is that Mark actually was just a Grow with Evelyn member because him and Jack wanted to grow their AI community. And so for a very, very short time, I did have the opportunity for when people would join my VIP in Grow with Evelyn, which I've deactivated for now, they would get personalized video feedback from me. And so Mark joined at that one day where I was testing the conversion rate. And so he was the first and only person who got that. But he got the video feedback, and obviously I wanted to honor what I promised there. And so we got to talk, and I realized that, my goodness, beyond what he teaches people with the AI content generation and AI video generation, he is actually pretty brilliant, and he could really massively help me to improve my workflows for the ads that I'm generating for Skool and for myself. So we chatted about how he can help me build out these automations because that's a part of what they do. And we soon realized that this would be actually something that would be so helpful for all Grow with Evelyn members. So again, community stroke. And basically through the community, I got connected with this incredible talent, and he has a business partner who is similar caliber, and they got to work and really were able to capture all of the things that I had in my head and that I've been doing and really make them into a functional, user-friendly software, which at this point, I was very, very inexperienced with that, but it was so cool to see for the first time, oh, this is what it looks like as this kind of streamlined process all the way through. So I'm so grateful that they did this and that I got connected with them through school. And now they just are who basically furthers the app from a technical perspective. Did learn some vibe coding along the way, but there are certain things that just are way above my head. And I just want to make sure everything is in expert hands with that. So very, very grateful to work with them. Also, it's really a good fit from the values and the personalities. So I'm very excited to build with them in public. And I also plan to involve them and also build out their personal brands as we're growing Ever Ads. Now, what is the playbook for growing Ever Ads? So we first really are betting big on community. Then we also have a content strategy and ad strategy. Then we plan to work with collaborations and with partnerships. So we already have the school community for Ever Ads, and we plan that this will be our mode for product development, as well as additional value for the app, for the software itself, right? So there is tools like Hyros, who also have a school community, where there is Paul with expert media buyers who spend a bajillion on ads, right? Just like we do. And then this really adds a lot of value to the subscription itself. And so we also plan to have this mastermind-ish component in the community as well, and through that add more value. So over time, the community around Ever Ads should be one of the key value drivers there as well. So we want to focus on growing and building out that community and creating a great shared culture, etc. What we want to do in there as well for those purposes is something inspired by the school news, where we do a weekly update. What did we ship for Ever Ads? What are new features? Where did we listen to them? What's on the roadmap? We want to celebrate members, that have a win, like, hey, I got my first sale. So we want to very much borrow that concept there from the school news, because we think it's working really well to just create the culture in the community. And then we also want to celebrate wins. We want to highlight members that create beautiful things. We want to reward people that share what's working for them, to really create the culture. Because when we do that as well, we have something to report from the inside out. So all the testimonials, all the success stories, all the wins, all the work that we can user generate in the community, we plan to carry that to the outside as much as possible, as much as the users also give us permission. Then those videos will also be on YouTube. We're also starting a separate YouTube channel for Ever Ads, where we just upload the tutorials on how to use Ever Ads. And so I plan to collaborate with my channel, with the Ever Ads channel, to create long-form video content. So I already do quite a few tutorials around meta ads, but now I plan to even more jump on, top of mind topics, maybe like a Ben Heath or a Dara Denny. She does it so well with the creative strategy, and he does it so well with all the new changes, etc., that are coming in to meta ads. I want to do something like that, but just very, very specifically for the creator economy, for the niche, and then collaborate with the Ever Ads channel. So basically making it sponsored by Ever Ads on my channel, and really giving a lot of value through the tutorials for people who are actually actively running meta ads. Then we also want to start an Instagram account, because we will run ads. And so what we're going to do for our ad strategy is, first we're going to run validation ads. So we're going to literally use what's built into Ever Ads to validate the software first, and then to scale the winning angles. So using the software itself will be the baseline for the ads. On top of that, how we want to roll out the ads as well is we want to do it as partnership ads between my Facebook account and between an Ever Ads account. So for Ever Ads, we will also do a Facebook page and an Instagram page where we'll start to post content, because we will get traffic in reverse organic from the ads, and then people should see our content there. And the content should be a collaboration between us as the founders. So every founder ideally finds their own content format for organic content that we can then add on top of the AI ads that we're generating with Ever Ads, right? Because while AI image ads are really, really great for validation and also for scaling, we definitely want to have a robust ad format mix in the account. And the partnership ads are currently pushed by Meta, or they have been for a long time pushed by Meta, because it's just it gives it legitimacy, right? If there's an established page collaborating with another page. So we basically want to use those partnership ads as well. And then we also not only want to partner with me as the first thank you influencer, we also want to partner with other influencers. And first, probably just from the school platform, because I have a big network there, and I already started to build up some anticipation and excitement around it. For example, by meeting with Goose and setting up his ads for his software, which is a school CRM. So I plan to have more collaborations with on-school influencers in different niches, and also try to run partnership ads or do collaborations like this where they can also introduce Ever ads to their members with an affiliate collaboration and a discount for their members. So that's another big thing that we want to do. As you know, we're expanding into the coldest parts of my audiences and then the cold audiences. We also want to intentionally tap into other people's audiences where we add a lot of value to their audiences. Because I have the skill of being able to run ads, I can make that as an offer to a lot of the creators on Skool, because they know, based on my reputation of running ads for the Skool platform itself and on the results that I'm getting from my communities and from my offers, they know that I'm probably like one of the best to do this. And so we can collaborate in a way that we can document it, and I can use Ever ads and I can show how the ads work in practice. Like this is what we did, for example, for Goose, and he already has one of the Ever ads out there selling the software for him. So we want to tap into these partnerships and then again also run it with partnership ads. So all of these channels together, I hope, will get us to 25K in monthly recurring revenue with Ever ads. And if you're interested in that, I basically want to share an update video every single week. I'll share what I've worked on, what I built. I give you templates like for the pre-launch posts. I would love to just hear your questions, and I would really be grateful if you can follow along. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you're curious about the next update. Bye for now. Next update.